Hello everyone, welcome back to the Red Men TV. Steve here. It is time for the player ratings after Liverpool 4, Southampton 0. Another victory for Liverpool, another clean sheet for Liverpool, 4 more Anfield goals for Liverpool. Almost, if not, the perfect day for the Reds. Right, I am going to go set about rating all these players shortly, and I'm going to need your help for that. But before we start, I want help with something else. I want you guys to let me know who you think Liverpool's best player was in the game. Who was your man of the match? And it's a very, very simple way for you to tell me how that. It's by taking part in our vote. To vote for any player who you thought was the best player, if you type in exclamation mark and then the word vote in capital letters, a space, and then the player's number that correlates to the numbers that are over here on the left-hand side here. So, for example, if you thought Alisson Becker was Liverpool's man of the match, and he's actually got a fair choice, he was very good, exclamation mark, vote, space, and then number 1. Work your way through that, hit enter, and your votes will be tallied up. And at the end of the show, I will let you guys know who you voted as man of the match and see if your rating matches up with mine. Secondly, as I go through player by player, I would love it if you could help me decide on the individual player rating. To do that, it's very, very simple. You don't have to do no codes, no marks, no vote, no nothing. Just type the player's name in and a number that you'd give them out of 10. So, for example, when we get to Robertson, you can just do Rob07. Give me a little comment while you give them that as well, and I'll try and read those out as we go along. Right then, with that being said, let's make a start with the aforementioned Alisson Becker. It's strange, really, because when Liverpool win 4-0, it seems like a comfortable game. Goalie probably wasn't that busy. Easy day at Anfield. A bit like the Porto game was. He might not have much to do. Actually, that could not be further from the truth. Alisson was actually quite busy. He made quite a few saves. To save at 1-0 when he cleans up Thiago Alcantara's mess and comes out and smothers. I think it was James Ward-Prowse. Did really well. Does well when the ball was in the air. Makes a very fine save off Adam Armstrong. Makes the one where the guy runs through on the left-hand side. Him and Konate are battling. Makes a really good save there. I thought Alisson was absolutely excellent. Some really, really good saves. I'm going to look in the chat now. Let me know, guys, what you think. We've got Ali was 8th from you and made some very important saves. Free Django says 9. Oh, Alisson 9, always consistent and always saving it. Yep. Alisson 9, fair enough. We've got any more. That's pretty much it. Yeah, Alisson 8.5 says the photographer. 8.5, 9s from Mary Jane. We've got Peter with a 9. I am going to say Alisson was fault. Yeah, I thought he was brilliant, actually. I'm going to say 9. Only one slight error. Other than that, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. So Ali gets a 9 from me. Right then. Andy Robertson back in at left back. Some debate from everyone, is it Shimaka's time? Is it Robbo's time? Blah, blah, blah. I would have went Shimaka, said that myself pre-game. By the way, shout out to me who predicted 4-0 Jota on the show. Good for me. Unfortunately, bad for me. I didn't have any money on it, which I was a bit gutted over that. But I thought Shimaka should have played. I thought Robbo would play. Robbo did play, and Robbo played very, very well. Ewan says Robbo gets a 9. Obviously, very, very early on, he gets his assist. He's bobbing forward. He could have had another assist when the one with Diogo Jota just about misses one. Sin says that was Robertson 9. That was a performance. Stephen says Robbo 9. Kai Candy, Robbo was brilliant 9. Sid Senor, Robbo 9, absolute beast. The photographer says Robbo 9. Robbo 8 for being himself says Rob. Dynamic says Robbo 9. Ashton, Robbo 9. Lots and lots of 9s. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I thought it was brilliant. Welcome back to form, Mr. Andrew Robertson. Right then, the big fella. Playing against this former club. Defensively, unbelievable. Mopped up. Probably too many mistakes. He's probably forced to do a little bit too much defending just because Liverpool were a little bit lax at times, I think it's fair to say. Obviously gets himself on the score sheet as well. Doesn't really celebrate at first, but then decides to give it a little chinny chin chin chin. I thought Van Dijk was amazing. Absolutely brilliant. He was almost back to his best. If not, in fact, no, he was back to his best. The perfect example is the time when there's a couple of times when Adam Armstrong is through and you're not even panicked. Virgil's just jogging alongside him. He's cutting the passing lane off at the same time he's cutting the shot off. And he just sticks his big leg out the way. And he defends everything so easily. He was amazing in the air, won plenty of aerial duels. Too strong for them. And also a really, really good finish. Listen, Alex McCarthy, moments after saving making a really good save for Sadio Mane, lets himself down a bit with Virgil's shot. But like I say, I thought he was brilliant. Let me know what you guys think of Virgil. I'm going to read some out now. Ewan says Virg 9.5 or 10. Big Virg is truly back. I go along with that. He really is back. We've got Ashley says 10. Easy, and Ashley's just joined us. And so is Finley, by the way, as first team members. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. Finley goes with a 9 and Ashley goes with a 10. We've got Chris, who's gone Virg, must be a 10. He's back. Kai Kennedy, 9.5. Made it look easy. Ashton says 9. Kaise, apologies, I've got your name wrong there, says 9.25. Welcome to the Point Revolution. Shout out to you. Sid says Virg 9. Demolition Rob, Virg 8. Back to his best. There's no better in the galaxy. Rob says he's back to his best and then gives him an 8. Rob's a harsh marker. Steve says 9.5. Django says Van Dijk 9. What can you say? He's always our Mr. Consistent, and what a push with the goal, and for also mopping up a card tonight on occasions. I agree. Virgil 10, he's a Rolls Royce, says the in-game photographer. I agree. 10 for Virgil for me. Finley, if Robbo doesn't get a 10, then Virgil shouldn't either. Maybe I'm a bit harsh, but I thought Virgil was immaculate. Maybe I could have given Robbo a 9. It is what it is. Konate then. I don't think, again, I thought he was all right. He has the occasion where he slips, and that's a bit harsh. There's not too much you can do, really, when someone slips. I'd love you guys to let me know what you thought on Konate. I thought he was very good in the air, won some very big headers. I thought his use of the ball was better than it was in midweek against Porto, where I thought he was a bit lax. So Sin says 7, Dean says 7, Isaac says 5, 8 says Ewan made an error or two, but very promising, yeah. Mary Jane says 8.5, Steve says 7.5. Who else have we got? Isaac says, sorry, he meant a 6. We've got lots of 8s, 8.5s, 8s. Konate, yeah, I thought he was fine. I don't think he was done too much wrong. Konate looks more confident, 8. I agree. Sean says 7, room to improve. I'm going to give him 8. I thought he was fine. I thought he was really good, actually. Who's next then? We've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. Brilliant. I thought, oh my God, he's not going to get an assist. He's not going to get an assist. Of course, Trent's going to get an assist. It's a game of Premier League football. It's a game of football and Trent's on the pitch. Of course, he's getting a fucking assist. How stupid was I? It comes from a corner this time. Still counts as a great assist. I'd love to know your thoughts on Trent. I thought he was actually very good defensively. Really good defensively. Hardly put a foot wrong. Very, very attacking though. He was on the front foot. He was pressing high. How many touches he had in their box? He had absolute tons. I thought he was excellent all game. Trent, let's see what you guys think. So we've got Ewan says 9, Jack says 9, Sabine says 7, we've got Vegan Rock says 9, Norman 9, Sidney says 8.5, Extreme says 8.5, I think. Unless he's going for Konate. I think he's going for Konate on that one. Dave LFC chat. Hello Dave, nice to see you in the chat, pal. Dave says 8. 8.5 from Diablo. Sid says Trent 8, the assist king and good defending. Something he's criticised for. Steve says 8.5. Trent 9 says Sethel. Ashley says 9 as well. Isaac 8.5. I'm going to give him a 9. I thought he was equally, if not as good as Andy Robertson. Gets an assist as well. Trent gets a 9. Going to stand this way here then for Fabinho. Fab, very good game. You know, he wins so much ball back, doesn't he? Constantly, all the time. Really good tackles. There's a chance when there's a break on and he just about gets slide tackle in. Really good with the ball as well. In fact, he's excellent with the ball. He's better than really good. I'd love you guys to let me know what you thought of Fabinho. I'm trying to think, really. I'm thinking maybe 8, 9. So let's see, Fabinho 8 since he was solid. Fab was 9 to dynamic. He was fab. Fab gets a 9.5 for me. Some amazing challenges me, says Ewan. Dave 8.5. 8 from Mary Jane. 9 from Nathan. 8.5 from Steve. 8 from Robert and Diablo. Jalen giving us a 9 as well. Sid 9 should just change his name to Fab because that's what he is. Yeah, 9 for me as well. I think he was really good. That was excellent, in fact. Let's go this way then. Jordan Henderson, the captain, is back in the team. Played very, very well. Sets the tempo. Probably, you know, it's a shot at goal. I think it was a shot. Maybe might have been a cross. I'm not too sure what that was, but he give it a good go. Let me know how you think Hendo got on, because probably not the most influential match Jordan Henderson's ever had, but the midfield balance looked really, really good. Let's see what we've got. I'll go to you guys first. I'm still making my mind. I'm not too sure. Nathan says 8. Sid says 8. Norman says 9. Hendo 10 from Finley. We've got 7, didn't do anything crazy, but was always solid. 8, good few link up and stabilise the midfield, says Josh. We've got Hendo gets a 9 from Ewan. The captain was his usual class act, 8. So Theo says Jordan, not solid, 7. 7.5 from Ashton, 8.5. I'm going to go back to the point revolution and give Henderson an 8.37. There you go. I'm like, it's my show. When I'm on here, I can do points. I can do 2 decimal places if I want to as well. Gets 8.37. Deal with it. It is what it is. This side I go here. Thiago then. Strange game from Thiago because in moments he was absolutely brilliant. I thought that his first and second touches for the goal and the strike, which was probably going in anyway, in fact it was going in until he got to the deflection, was really, really good. But then the flip side was that, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you dawdling on the edge of the box and getting caught out? Why are you trying a diving header from here? Like, what are you doing? You're on the floor just diving across. Some weird moments from Thiago. Crossfield passes that were like almost too casual at times. I think sometimes he's so good that he gets himself caught out. See, Josh says Thiago 9. How good was he today? He made a few mistakes not to get him a 10. See, I'm the other way around. I think it goes lower than that. I think the goal's really, really good. We've got 7.99 from Ashley. Weird game. We've got Thiago 7.77. So I think who's that with? I think it's Ross, is that? Or Tom, maybe, I'm not sure. Thiago, can you get a 7.547? No, listen, don't mess about. 3 decimal places is too much. 2 decimal places. 3, don't be stupid. It's a serious show. 2 decimal places at max. Isaac 7.5. Thiago 8 says Dale. 8 says Ashton, a few mistakes. 7.5 says Sid, some mistakes. Thiago 5 says Jalen. Nathan says 7. We've got Django says 7.9. Just a few unlucky with a few passes, nothing more. I think 8.66 is good for our number 6. I'm going to go less than that. 7.63. Oh, have I been harsh? Maybe it should have been 0.64. Who knows? Right. Sadio Mane, really, again, poor Sadio keeps getting goals disallowed by about this much, the poor fella. It really isn't fair at all. Poor man, it's a tiny, tiny little man. But hey ho, that's what it is. We've also, then he has the one where the goalie makes an unbelievable save. And then about 3 seconds later, after saving one from Sadio, just lets one in from Virgil. Sadio's probably thinking, why the fucking hell couldn't you do that for mine? I'd love you guys to let me know what you thought about Sadio. We've got Mane 8 from JS Claire, I think that is. Ashley didn't get a goal. Go get a goal, bring that up, fella. Lol. Sorry, I might have misunderstood that. Maybe I've just read that like an idiot. Maybe it's my fault. Mane was hard working. 8 says dynamic video. Mane 9, creating a lot and bringing back his confidence. Mane 8 says Sabil. Diablo Norway 8.8. Norman Sadio gets an 8. Jalen gives him a 10. He was boss, says member Finley, so he gets an 8. 9 was a menace on that wing today. 8.7 for Sadio Mane. Diogo Jota, the slotter. 2 more goals for Diogo Jota. He's down to like a goal every other game now. Basically, these 3 fellas are the 3 top scorers in the Premier League, and then Jamie Vardy's there as well, but we'll gloss over that. The 3 of these are the 3 top scorers in the league. I thought Jota was so unlucky not to get his hat-trick. Like a little toe on that boot, I think the bounce just about didn't. Like he was a full stretch, and he was centimetres away from getting a well-deserved hat-trick. But I thought the first goal, I thought he takes well. I thought, it's a really good move, really good finish. Mane and Robertson's link-up was fantastic. And then it was a really, really good run and finish from Jota. The second one, I actually thought he cocked it up a little bit when he's running through. But them's how it works out sometimes. And again, it was an amazing ball in by Mo Salah, wasn't it? Jota, let me see what you guys think. 8.01 for Jota. What have I done? What have I started here? Jota gets a 9, says Kyle. 9.5, Sabil. Mohamed gives him a 9. Tom gives him a 10. We've got 11 from one guy. Can't get 11. Come on, take it seriously, please. Follow the rules. Jeremy says 9. Where did you get your jumper, says Tony Fab. Well, now, thank you for asking where I got my jumper. I got my jumper from threadsforreds.com. Go over there. They've actually got a 25% sale on as well, on Black Friday sale. They've extended it into this weekend, I think. So yeah, this is from threadsforreds.com. I think there was a sale on. I think it's 50% off if you join their mailing list as well. So head on over there and get yourself one if you are after one. Thanks for asking that, Tony. We've got 9.25 man of the match. Diogo Jota, the slaughter, says Thomas. We've got Jota gets a 10, he was just unlucky not to get a hat-trick from Ewan. Jota 10, he can't do much more, can he, says Ashley. We've got terrible, he should have scored at least 4, says Kai Candy. I think terrible's a bit harsh, bless his little cotton socks. We've got Jota gets a 10, he got a brace, what more can you ask for? 9 for Jota for extreme, he's been outstanding tonight. A few things to improve on, but he is on fire. We've got Jota the slaughter gets a 9. Let's go, and then Tony says, can I have a shout out to Ashton? Hello, Ashton. Hello. Hope you've enjoyed the game and enjoying the play ratings as well. And it might be helping you with your maths, like your points and your decimals and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to give Jota a 9.5. I think he should have scored a hat-trick, and that's why I'm being harsh. Mo Salah, probably fuming I didn't get his goal. Like he often is, he hates not scoring. Does get another assist. I think it's 11 goals, 8 assists, I think I saw it before. Just outrageous numbers from an outrageous footballer. Let me know what you guys think of Mo's numbers. Ewan says, Salah 8 wasn't at his best, but he still has chances. Just goes to show how great he is, or how world-class he is. Why did Thiago get a 7? No way. He didn't. He got a 7.63. What a stupid question that is. Because basically, I take marks off people for falling over on the edge of the box and doing diving headers as well. We've got Sin says Salah gets an 8. Mame, I think that is, apologies, Mo gets an 8. Norman, Mo 9. If there's a decimal place to one place out of 100. No. My rules, don't try and teach me maths as well. Salah gets a 9, works hard all game. We've got 8.8, 8 plus, 8.5, no goal, but caused a lot of problems. 9 for the King, 8.5 for it was an excellent assist, I agree. I think he gets an 8.6. Just slightly less than Mane, but he did get the assist, so fair play to him. The subs, I'll be honest, by the time they all come on, it was pretty much game over anyway. So how about this? Let's just give them all the same number. They can all get a 7.5. What's the point of messing around there? There you go. There you go, lads. Enjoy that one. So let me know. I'm going to go through some of your comments before we wrap up. Please let me know again. I'd love to know your comments on Andy Robertson and the Shimmercast debate. Who should be playing in the derby? Because to be fair, they've both been battling for that number 1 slot, haven't they? I thought Robbo was outstanding today. Maybe he just needed a little cock up. Oh my God. He did not need that. He needed a kick up the arse. Fucking hell. I'm gonna get it kicked off YouTube. He needed a kick up the arse. He needed a kick up the arse. He didn't need the other thing that I was gonna say. What is it about this show and people making mistakes? He needed a kick up the backside and he certainly delivered it. Maybe he just liked playing in gale force, stormy weather. That the Scottish elements down in Liverpool. Let's see then. We've got Andy Shimmercast says Robbo. That's sitting on the fence, isn't it? Robbo deserves it, I think, says Joshy. Tony says Robbo. We've got, excuse me, says George. Yeah, I apologise, I really wasn't trying to insinuate that. Robbo must be the favourite for the derby. It's going to be tough. I thought Robbo was outstanding. What I'm going to find out now, I want to find out, because like I said, I've given some very high ratings here. We've got 9s, 10s, 8 point whatevers. I would love to know who is going to be your man of the match. Who could you guys vote for as the man of the match? I obviously give it to Virgil, but there's probably 4 or 5 lads here who are probably more than deserving. I think Alisson's a shout, Robbo's a shout. I think Virgil, we've got Trent, Fab, maybe even Jota. Obviously, Jota gets 2 goals. Mane was unlucky. We've got Mo Salah's assist. Right, guys, who was your man of the match? Tom's going to tell me now.
Jota, 35%.
Diogo Jota with 35% of the vote was your man of the match. And it's hard to argue. Really is hard to argue. He's absolutely brilliant. Oh, and Breve, thank you so much, guys, for joining me on the Play Rating Show. I really need your help doing this, so the fact that you all join in and chip in, it really, really does make a difference. And obviously getting your vote in as well. Right, I'm going to go and take 5 minutes and probably laugh at myself for the earlier comment for at least 3 of those minutes. And then I'm going to compose myself and sit over there in the studio for the instant match reaction. If you guys want to join the Instant Match Reaction, it is streaming on Redmen Plus, our streaming service. Essentially, Netflix for Liverpool fans. If you head to the redmentv.com and sign up as a Club Captain subscriber, enter the code INSTANT, INSTANT, all in capital letters, and you won't be charged. You'll get a free month, so you'll be able to watch the show streaming live with me and Errol, and then you'll have our content basically free for the next 30 days. So that's taking you past Christmas on all those games. So every show we do between now and then, it works out at about 50 shows that you'll get. About 50 shows if you sign up today, over 50 shows. You'll also get our exclusive behind the scenes look at Derelict Melwood, which is pretty cool. You'll get our two-part series. It's our two-part series, the 50 greatest Premier League players. That'll be going out Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and tons more as well. Also, not only will you get access to what's coming, you get access to everything that's been and gone in the past. So all our documentaries, lots of evergreen stuff there to keep you going over the chilly winter months. So if you go over after this show, sign up, free of charge, won't cost you a penny, and you'll see plenty more of us. Right. We'll be back in midweek for the Merseyside derby. Cannot wait for that one. Liverpool roll into the derby in really good form. I hope you guys stick along and join us as well. But that was the player ratings for Liverpool v Southampton, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-da.
Everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you want more from us, then please do consider joining Red Men Plus, our Liverpool streaming service, with extra shows, bonus features, interviews, and incredible documentaries like Netflix for Liverpool fans. We've got the club captain and the club legend here. If you join as a club legend, you get your name in this wonderful list here. Look at them wonderful legends. Anyway, Red Men Plus on the redmentv.com. Join up.